Well, I changed hats, and the other hats or caps or baseball gear don't seem to be doing me any favors here in the last few years. So maybe I'll just go country and see what happens. And I never have been a real fond, of cowboy attire or cowboy hats, so to speak. But this particular hat, there's a little story about hats. About 3 years ago, I was in a pawn shop looking around, and I saw what I thought to be a very attractive cowboy hat. I tried it on, and to my surprise, it fit me pretty well. I was pretty happy about that, considering I got a fairly big head, big-headed guy. Well, anyway, I looked at the price and I went, "Good Lord!" It was like $100 for that cowboy hat, and I, of course, I didn't have any idea what cowboy hats are worth. And so, oh man, what's so good about this hat? Well, as it turns out, it was beaver, and it was a Stetson, and I guess it was supposedly, a pretty good one. I thought, for $100 on the clearance table for a cowboy hat, it must be real special. So I thought about it a little bit, started to check out with it, and thought, hell, I'm not going to buy no cowboy hat for $100. I don't ever wear one. So we jump on here 3 years later, and so Janice and I are out at Cavendier's looking around, and she some clothes for her, and some just fooling around there. And I went over and looked at some cowboy hats, and there was one of those old Stetson cowboy hats, about like this, and beaver, and so. Oh, that's, I don't know about that. So I asked the old boy behind the counter, I said, "Hey, I'm kind of looking for a cowboy hat," and told him my head size, which is 7 3/4, And so he goes, "Well, you're not going to find anything that size over there on that rack." He says, "Those wool hats." I said, "Well, where you got something like that?" He goes, "Well, I got some Stetson back here, and out of beaver." I said, "Okay, I want to take a look at it." So I come bringing me that hat up there. It's a black hat, just like this one, just like this one, and really attractive. Actually, better looking than this one in some degrees if you get a close up on it. So so taking a look at this hat, and I put it on. It fits good, and of course he brags it up on me, thinking trying to sell me a cowboy hat that was like $250, and $250 for a cowboy hat is. To me, that was like, what the hell are you going to do that for, But I did. I went ahead and just said, to hell with it, I've been working on some stuff, and I just said, I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I'll wear it every now and then, maybe, or something, who knows. So I bought that cowboy hat, and it comes in a big, nice box and everything, and put it on there. Janice said, "Oh, that looks good. Looks good on you. Actually." I said, "Well, maybe so." And so maybe it's this goatee or something. I don't know. But anyway, so took it home, put it in left it in the box, made a little space for it over there in my little junky room that I live in. It's full of all kind of paraphernalia. And so I thought, well, just, we go for her family functions, and about half of them always dress like cowboys. And of course, I'm probably the only one that's ever had cow shit on me. And that comes from a long time ago with my granddad. But anyway, so 2 days or so, 3 days passed by, and since maybe some of you know that I'm a Goodwill kind of guy, I should call myself the Goodwill Cowboy. Well, anyway, the Goodwill Cowboy's cruising on through the old Goodwill, and boom, what do I see? I see a black cowboy hat sitting over here on a glass stand with woman over there. She got two hats in front of her. One was a brown, kind of funny looking hat, and she's all giddy about it, and I didn't much care for it, but she kept on looking at that, and she had this cowboy hat, this black hat right here, right by it. And so I just kind of eased on over there, and because she was all occupied with that other one, took a look at it and said $40. It was $39.95 on this hat. I looked in there and I said, that sounds pretty interesting to me, since I paid $250 for a hat that looked pretty similar to that just a few days ago. So I looked inside it, and this thing says Rodeo King. Rodeo King. So Rodeo King, and I put it on my head, and boom, it fit, just like Cinderella's shoe. Just went right on. I thought, $40, what do you think? Okay, so I went over there and checked it out and bought this cowboy hat for $40, which, I probably wouldn't have done, 6 months ago for any cowboy hat. It doesn't matter if it had been beaver or not. So anyway, now I got home and I got two black cowboy hats. I got a beaver in there, the Stetson's in the box, and this wool cowboy hat that I got from Goodwill, my Goodwill cowboy hat. So that's the story that I got for cowboy hats on Goodwill. And it was pretty good. And I think, you know what? I might just keep that other one, or I might not. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. But I found this one. Maybe I'll find me some good old cowboy boots. I'm looking for some ostrich boots or something like that are soft, considering my old feet can't hardly hold up to anything anymore. But there you go. 67, almost 68 years old, finally bought me a cowboy hat. Ain't that something? I think so. So you just never know about who's going to change to what. I've been a Sportster driver and kind of feller all my life, wearing cowboy, nothing cowboy, always, an Astro cap or a baseball cap or some kind of stuff like that. Rarely do I ever dress any differently. But maybe I missed my calling and I should have been a country western guy. And I could have come out there and said, hello folks, I'd like to be Johnny Cash, but I'm not. Ew, goodbye.